to the week that was. I have two special guests here, Jason on my right and Trevor on my left. We're just going to preview the big Friday night games for the VJL Grand Finals, both down at Dandenong and at the State Basketball Centre. So just get some ideas. You don't have to go too far into it, but first game is the boys 12 VJL 1, Diamond Valley versus Keilor. What do you think, Trev?
Oh, look, I think Diamond Valley looks like they've been the form team of the season, and I think they'll be hard to beat.
My question there is, I agree with that, but my question there is they've had a week off because they got straight through 2 weeks ago, whether they'll have that rest, but I still think Diamond Valley. What about you, Jason?
Yeah, Diamond Valley as well for me, just freshen up after that week after the bye.
Okay, in the other boys 12 VJL final, we have Frankston, which finished second on the ladder, against Southern Peninsula, which finished first on the ladder. So, what do you reckon? You're going to, which way are you going, Joe?
I reckon Frankston boys will get up here. Only lost one game, so.
Yes. Well, I'll have to go. My leniency is towards Southern Pen, so I'll put my hand up for Southern Pen this time.
Yeah, I'm with you, Woz. I think the country boys will get it done.
Okay, we'll head on to VJL Boys 12, VJL 2. Pakenham, who finished third in the ladder, and Dandenong 2, which finished first on the ladder. Trev, what do you think?
Yeah, look, Pakenham, finishing third, making the grand final. That's a huge effort.
Big effort, really.
I think Dandenong will get the job done there.
I think Dandenong too, even though they finished top of the ladder, they've had to go right through, lose their first game, and then come back through to get through. I think they'll be the form team. What do you reckon, Jay?
Yeah, with you guys as well. Dandenong, quite easy, I reckon.
The other section in the 12 boys VJL 2 is Melbourne 2 and Coburg, both finishing 1 and 2 on the ladder. So, Jay, what do you think?
We're going for Melbourne 2 in this one. Just no reason why. Just reckon they'll get it.
Yeah, I think Melbourne because they finished second on the ladder, but they got straight through. They've had the week rest and everything like that. I think they might be fresher.
Yeah, Coburg. It's the only Coburg boys team that's made the finals, made the grand finals. A huge effort. Look, I'm going for Coburg, one of my old clubs.
Well, we'll just flip over the page and we'll go to the girls VJL 1. We have Waverley versus Nuttawading. What do you think, Trev?
Waverley. Yeah, look, Nuttawading, fourth place team. They were obviously the fourth place team for a reason, and Waverley were the first place team for a reason.
Yeah, I think Waverley too, because again, but it was a great effort from Nuttawading, the third team, to get to the grand final. So congratulations on that. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, Waverley here for me as well. Only lost one game, so should get it done.
And then the other side, the other VJL 1, we have Keilor, which is one of your favourite associations, Jay, and Melbourne 2. What do you think?
I reckon Melbourne 2 girls will get up here. Had a bit of a slip up against Keilor in the semis, but they'll be out for revenge.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they'll be out for revenge, especially being top of the ladder. What do you reckon, Trevor?
Yeah, look, Melbourne as well. I think they'll get the job done there.
Okay, well, girls VJL 2, Sunbury versus Geelong. Oh, Trevor, who?
Geelong.
No answer? Oh, I think Sunbury, they've been the top of the ladder, finished first on the ladder, so I think they'll get the medal this week. Jay?
Yeah, sorry, Trev. Sunbury here. Sunbury haven't lost to Geelong, so not got starting there.
And the other VJL 2 section are Casey versus Blackburn. What do you think, Jay?
I'm going to go for a bit of an upset here. The Blackburn, I reckon, been proven over the week, so.
They've gone through from the hard way. They finished third, so every week's been a cutthroat week.
Yep.
I'm going Casey, but we'll see what happens. What do you think, Trevor?
A bit like Coburg in the boys. It's the only Casey girls team to have made the grand final, and look, I think they'll bring home the chocolates there.
Right, okay. We'll go back to the 14 boys, VJL 1. We have Bendigo and Ringwood. What do you think, Trev?
The country kids will get that one done easy. Bendigo.
Yeah, I think so too. They got through, they've had the week's rest. I think they'll get to 2. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, Bendigo for me too.
Oh, your friend's there. What's his name? Glenn, is it? At Bendigo?
Simon.
Simon.
Spencer.
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
When you travel in that far, you want to put in a good effort. So.
And the second one, this is a VJL 2, 14 boys. Eltham 2 versus Sunbury. What do you think, Joe?
Eltham here. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, 4 against 1. You know, obviously great effort by Sunbury to get up there, but yeah, I think they'll come up against a pretty hard Eltham unit.
Yeah, form side, finishing top of the ladder. 14 boys, VJL 3. We have Craigie, Burn, and Melbourne. What do you think, Trevor?
Oh, that's a tough one. That really is. Look, I'll go Melbourne for no other reason, but they finished first. So
I'll just give a bit of history of the Melbourne 2 boys, coached by a legend in the team.
Was you coaching?
No, no. Yeah, Andrew Gaze's team, so should be a good competition. But the thing is, Craigieburn knocked them off 2 weeks ago. In the semis, so it's going to be a tight one. So I'm going Melbourne 2. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I'll support Gazy and I think they might just get up as well.
Okay, 14 VJL 4 boys. We have Keilor 3 versus Bulleen 3. So the third teams in each of the associations. What do you think?
Like you said with the other one, Keilor actually defeated Bulleen in the semi, so I reckon Bulleen will be out for revenge again.
Oh, Kathy won't like that. I think I'll go for Keilor 3 this time because they did it really easily, I think, 2 weeks ago against Bulleen. But
I think it's a pretty good effort for a Keilor third team in 14 boys to be up there in a grand final. I'm going for Keilor, actually.
One up on that one there.
He's spruiking here.
He's keeping score. I didn't know we were keeping score.
I'll
get serious.
Someone else that's not in that didn't want to come here today, Adrian, he is keeping score on there.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe there's a Palmer on offer. I don't think he's seen the size of the Palmer I eat.
Okay, we'll go to girls 14 VJL 1. Again, Bendigo versus Werribee. So again, Bendigo finished second on the ladder, Werribee finished first on the ladder, but Bendigo got there with the week's rest. What do you think, Trev?
Yeah, I'm torn on this one. Bendigo, country team, obviously. Werribee, an old club of mine as well. So look, I'll take Werribee.
Yeah, I'm going Werribee. What do you think, Jay?
I reckon Bendigo.
Yeah, you've got to go.
And why?
Country
again, and they're travelling so far. You want to put a good effort. Got to come down to something.
Okay, girls 14 VJL 2. Pakenham, which is a great effort for them to get into a grand final, and Campbell, which finished fourth on the ladder, making it to a grand final. What do you think here, Jay?
I'm saying Pakenham here. They won 5 more games than everyone in the regular season, so definitely them.
I'm with you on that one, Pakenham. What do you think, Trevor?
I was out of Pakenham on Monday night. Great bunch of people.
Did you get out of the office, did you?
I did. Carthy and the boys down there, and the team down there, they're doing a good job. Look, I'm going to pick Pakenham.
Okay, girls VJL 3, we have Collingwood and Bulleen 3. What do you think, Trev?
I hate Collingwood. Oh, sorry, we're not picking football teams, we're just picking on basketball. Yeah, Bulleen.
Yeah, Bulleen 3 for me too, even though they have to do it the hard way. I think they'll get the job done this time.
I'm going for Collingwood, I reckon. It may just a bit of overtime action.
Oh,
yeah.
For reasoning apart from.
Jay, that's at the state. I think that's at the state basketball set. I don't want overtime on my games.
I just think it'll happen, boys. Better point out for that one.
Okay, big call.
I actually thought Collingwood had been knocked out of the finals. Was that a?
Oh, that's football. But
right. Sorry.
We haven't got a box of tissues for them anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Girls 14 VJL 4. Nuttawatting 3 versus Waverley 3. Again, I think this is going to be a tough game. Nuttawatting finished first on the ladder, Waverley finished second on the ladder. What do you think, Trevor?
Look, I'll go for Nuttawatting. I'm not really over the VJL 4 girls section, but Nuttawatting finished first, so they get the tick.
I'm patriotic there. I'll have to go Nuttawatting. So
yeah, probably the same with Trevi. Nuttawatting finished first on the ladder.
Okay, we'll go now to the 16 boys, VJL 1. And we have Warrandyte and Whittlesea. So, what do you think there, Jay?
I'm liking the Warrandyte boys here. Have a great defence. Actually, only allowed 32 points a game, so watch out for them.
He's done a bit of study on the thing here, so I'll go Warrandyte too. I think they'll get the job done because they seem to be the stronger side.
Yeah, look, I'll pick Warrandyte as well. I actually had 32 points a game that they were losing there, so yeah, look, that's a good get there, Joe.
Okay, boys 16 VJL 2, Oakley versus Casey. What do you think here, Trev?
Again, look, that's Oakley's only team in the finals. So yeah, look, I'm backing Oakley. I like it when teams are their only team. They're holding up their association. They're doing things for them, and I like Oakley. Casey or Oakley don't have very far to travel, Jay. So your theory of coming to a long drive is not really into them.
So think about this one now.
Yeah, well, I think Oakley too, and it's a great effort. But again, they finished first on the ladder, so I think they'll get the job done. What do you think?
Yeah,
same Oakley.
Yeah.
Okay, boys 16 VJL 3. We have Sunbury and Diamond Valley 2. What do you think here, Jay?
I think maybe another bit of an upset. Sunbury, just think they come good at the right time of the year.
Well, Sunbury did get through and they had the week's rest, but I think I mind going Diamond Valley 2 because I think they've finished top of the ladder and I think they'll be hungry to get that win again.
Yeah, I think hunger will count for something, and yeah, I'm looking at Diamond Valley as well.
It's 2 up now.
Okay, 16 VJL 4, we have Collingwood, again, and Frankston 3 in this final. What do you think, Trev?
Collingwood.
Very quiet there. I must admit, yeah, I think Collingwood, they finished top of the ladder, so I think they'll have they've had a good season. I think they'll get it done. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, Collingwood easy. They scored 200 points more than Frankston, so...
Really?
Yeah.
For the year? 200?
Yep.
Wow.
Do your research, Trev.
Okay, we'll move over to the girls 16 VJL 1. We have Kilsyth 1 and Mafra. What do you reckon, Jay?
Kilsyth here for me. Haven't lost to Mafra this year, so definitely.
It was a good effort by Mafra to get to the final and coming from third on the ladder, but I think Kilsyth will, for myself, will get it done here.
Yeah, I think Kilsyth probably got as far to travel as Mafra. So yeah, I think they won't be coming in for no reason at all, Jay. So I think Kilsyth will get the chockies.
Okay, girls 16 VJL 2, Diamond Valley versus Frankston 3. Trev, what do you think on this one?
Yeah, 2 and 3. Who was the top team who missed out? Do we know?
Why did you do the VJL? Who was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway, somebody's missed out on a grand final here.
I think it was either Melbourne or Frankston.
Okay.
Not sure which one though.
Well, it could have been Melbourne.
Yeah, it would have been Melbourne, sorry.
Melbourne got knocked out last week.
Yeah. Wow, look, this is really a toss of a coin. I'll go Diamond Valley. I like the colours.
I'll go Frankston 3 here. I think finishing second on the ladder, and they've played each week. Don't know whether the Diamond Valley having the week off is good for them, but we'll see on Friday night. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, Diamond Valley for me. Just had two great weeks over the last 2 weeks, beating off Melbourne, who were first, so Diamond Valley. Okay,
girls 16 VJL 3. We have got Cryo Bay and Altona 2. What do you reckon, Jay?
Going away from my travelling theory here and thinking Altona 2 might get up.
Oh, okay. Well, I reckon Cryo Bay finished top of the ladder. I think they'll get the chocolates here.
Yeah, I think Joel's got the girls going pretty well down there at Stingray Country, and I think they'll go all right. Just another one of my clubs. Another hoodie I own was.
Where have you been, Trev?
Hey, I'm catching to him. Girls 16 VJL 4, great effort, Bellarine and Western Port. So 2 peninsulas, one from either side of the bay, are fighting out here. What do you think, Trev?
I'm surprised this game's not in Wodonga, being both sides of the peninsula. But no, look, I'm going for Bellarine, obviously. I've still got to go back down that way.
They'll let you in,
Got to keep them happy.
Got to keep them happy. So yeah, go the Stormers.
I'll take Bellarine because they finished top of the ladder, so I think that's the reason why.
Also going for a perfect season haven't dropped a game this year.
Really?
So,
wow, that's
definitely
huge.
Great effort. Okay, now we go to boys 18 VJL 1. Geelong versus Altona. What are you going here, Jay?
Yeah, I'll go for the Super Cats. Bit of a flip of a coin though. I reckon they'll be very tight.
Yeah, this one could be tight. Being Geelong finishing first on the ladder and Altona finishing second, going to be very tight. But I reckon Geelong will get the job done.
Yeah, I think this is Glenn's team, Sharpie's team, and he'll have them primed. They actually a bit of an unlucky story. They had injuries early in the season, before the season started, to a state player, and dropped games and ended up in VJL 1 and
Actually played in the Classic, remember?
And played in the Classic, yeah. So they won country championship and to qualify for the Classic and come through. So yeah, I actually think some of the experience in the Classic might tell out.
Yeah. Okay, 18 boys VJL 2. We have Broadmeadows and Altona. So Altona 2. So Altona's had obviously a good year with the 18 boys. So what do you think, Trev?
I was out at Broadmeadows a couple of weeks ago. I got out of the office again there, Jay, and
busy boy,
saw the people out there and great people. Hey, fantastic stadium out there. Absolutely fantastic. Now, 2 courts up the top, new entrance, absolutely fantastic. And look, I think Broadie will win that one.
Yeah, I think Broadmeadows finishing first on the ladder, and Altona 2 is a great effort, finishing 4th on the ladder. So every week's been a cutthroat week to get there. So congratulations, Altona, but I think Broadmeadows might have it here.
Yeah, he actually stole what I was going to say there was, so Broadie for me.
Okay. 18 VJL 3, Geelong 2 versus Kilside 2. What do you reckon? What's your theory here, Jay?
Geelong 2 to get up again. Haven't lost to Kilside this year, so couldn't see that coming to an end.
Yeah, no, I think Geelong 2 will get it done. But an interesting point here, Geelong 2 finished 3rd on the ladder and Kilside 2 finished 4th on the ladder.
Great,
so a great effort from both teams. Each game's been a cutthroat week.
Absolutely.
So what do you think there, Trevor?
Geelong, definitely.
Geelong.
I'll wear their hoodie.
Okay, let's move on now to 18 boys VJL 4. We have Waverley 3 versus Casey 1. What do you think, Jay?
I'm actually going for Casey here. Made the grand final the hard way after losing the semi, but I think they'll come good again.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. Casey finished first on the ladder, and I think it's just a little hiccup 2 weeks ago, and they'll come back strong against Waverley 3. What do you?
Who did they lose in that final to? Jay, you know?
I think it might have been to the same side, Waverley 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So Waverley will be going in with a bit of confidence. Having said that, I'm tipping Casey.
Okay, girls 18 VJL 1. We have Knox 3 versus Warrandyte. What do you think here, Trev?
Look, Warrandyte's, they're a great up and coming association. They won their Big V Div 1 title.
Girls, yeah.
I don't know what are the 18 girls. I would imagine some of these girls might have got a run, and just got a bit of court time. So yeah, look, I'm picking Warrandyte here.
Yeah, I'm going Warrandyte, but I think it's a bit of revenge here because Warrandyte Knox 3 beat them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I think Warrandyte will come out a bit stronger by not having the week off. So what do you think, Jay?
Yeah, Warrandyte.
Okay, girls 18 VJL 2, Mornington versus Altona.
Altona will be too good on the offence here. Another stat for you. They scored 100 points more than Mornington, so that's for the season. So definitely Altona.
I'm going to go. I live down this way past Mornington, but I'll give Mornington. I'll back them this time.
Wow.
So
okay. Interesting. 2 and 3.
Yes.
Number 1 team didn't make it again, and littered throughout the finals of number 1 teams who didn't. I'm going for Altona. I like the purple and gold. Nice colours.
Does it look good on you, Trevor?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. Don't have their hoodie though.
Okay. Girls 18 VJL 3, Sunbury versus Bulleen 3.
3 versus 5 was.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Bulleen 3 has come from the 5th spot and gone every week. It's been obviously a hard game.
Going to Carlton. Come from outside of the top 4.
So what do you think here?
Look, I'm going to go the huge upset. I'm going with Bulleen 3. Until Jay tells me that Sunbury probably scored 300 more points than him during the season.
Well,
but I'm going Bulleen.
I think I'll go Sunbury here because they've had the week's rest where I think Bulleen, 4 weeks of intense games in the finals. They could be, but I'm backing Sunbury.
Trev, I'm actually with you. Going for Bulleen 3. Just want to see the 5th place get up.
That'd be good.
That'd be grand with her. 18 VJL 4 girls, Western Port and Sherbrooke. What do you think here?
Western Port, just I reckon. Last two times they played, results were Western Port won by 2 and 4 points, so very close.
Yeah, I'm calling Western Port here, but I think this could be another one that goes to OT.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, would you say 2 and 4? Get another 2 offensive rebounds, put them back, and the scores are different. So I'm going Sherbrooke.
Okay.
To get them on the offensive glass.
Right, boys VJL 1, we've got Eltham and Warrandyte here. What do you think, Trev? Both.
Obviously the 2 form teams of the competition here, 1 and 2. Look, I'll tip Eltham here.
Yeah, I'm going Eltham just for the simple fact that they've finished top of the ladder and they've had the week's rest. I think it'll be good for them.
I'll hopefully get another one on you guys here. It's going for a bit of an upset, Warrandyte. No reason, just got feeling.
Okay, boys 20 VJL 2, Sherbrooke 2 versus Hawthorn. What do you think here?
Sherbrooke 2 to be just got overpower Hawthorn here, averaging 56 points a game, so great effort.
Yeah, well I'm going Sherbrooke 2 here for the simple fact they finished first in the ladder, but Hawthorn great effort from 4th.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Jay and I would be tipping against Hawthorn next weekend when they play Geelong in the prelim final. So look, we're tipping Sherbrooke here. This is the downfall of Hawthorn. This is the start of the downfall.
Okay, boys 20 VJL 3, Ringwood 2 versus Geelong.
Geelong.
Ooh.
For no reason, Geelong.
Oh, I'm going Ringwood 2 here. I think
you're wrong.
Finished first on the ladder and they've had the week's rest. I think it'll with the 20 boys. They play very intense. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, sorry, Trevor. I'd like to fit with Geelong, but Ringwood been dominating Geelong over the last 3 games. Haven't beaten them yet.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Okay, boys 20 VJL 4, Camberwell versus KC2. What do you think?
Camberwell here, no one going for a perfect season, haven't lost yet. So
yeah, I think Camberwell will get it done, finish top of the ladder. So what do you think?
Again, Camberwell only team in the finals, in the VJL finals. So yeah, look, I'm tipping Camberwell, and as I say, perfect season, hard to back against.
We finish all with the girls VJL 1, Whittlesea versus Keilor. What do you think here, Trev?
2 and 3, yeah. Number 1 team didn't make it. I'm going for Keilor here. Good association. Hope they get up and have a win.
Yeah, I think Keilor 2 will get there, even though they've done it the hard way. They've played each week, but I think they'll be ready to go.
I'm going for Whittlesea here. Draw around 15 between these two. Whittlesea won by 2 points first week final, so maybe another OT game.
He's done some stuff.
2 offensive boards, Keilor, 2 offensive boards.
Well, there you go, that's all you need.
Well, thanks again, Trevor and Jason, for joining here to just preview this. And we wish all teams all the best for this Friday night and
absolutely,
and Saturday and Sunday for the regional North and East finals. So brings to the end a great season to everyone. Thanks very much.
And also, good luck to all the referees. I hope they have a good matches as well.
Yeah.
And to all the parents, good luck. Remember, your kids are the most important.